I know you are all wondering, which car is this that I've settled on? I did a lot of research. Personally, you know, I'm a car dealer, and I wanted a car that can take me in any terrain to this country, a car that I can cruise in the towns, a car that I can go off-road, a car that is all-wheel drive. And that's why I know in this category of mid-size SUVs, we have the likes of Harrier, we have 6.5, we have Outlander, we have so many cars that I would have considered. But this is the reason why I settled on this car. And I'm going to take you for a tour and explain to you why I settled on this car. But before that, there are these two cars that I nearly bought. You see this car here called the Arteon. This car, I nearly settled on this. And you see this other car called the E250. I nearly settled on this, but the problem is they couldn't take me where I wanted to go. Okay, now I'm going to tell you exactly why I settled on this car. And you, what are you doing up there? Yeah, bro, relax. I'm here to show people what we have today. And I bring to you the 2019 Subaru Forester SK9. Of all the cars, this is what I settled on. My brand new Forester, and I'm going to tell you exactly, step by step, why we settled on this and not any other car. So, director, let me take them for a tour. So, guys, here we are. The SK9 2019, not SKE. This is not hybrid. This is not e-boxer. This is 2500 cc. This car can give you up to 182 horsepower, which is pretty good for a mid-size SUVs. And just do your homework and check within that those mid-size SUVs which one gives you up to that. Number two, out of all the mid-size SUVs that we checked, it's only the Forester that gives you up to 8.7 inches ground clearance, meaning this car can take you in any terrain. Just go to Google, check. Even the RAV4, the RAV4 gives you up to 8.3. 8.3. This one gives you up to 8.7. That is reason number one. Reason number two, the Subarus come as AWD. AWD, all symmetrical all-wheel drive. So meaning there's no place where I can't go with this car as far as four-wheel is concerned, because many of them, they do come with two-wheel. Most of the mid-size SUVs do come with two-wheel. This one is AWD. And for that matter, you have to respect this logo. You know, I'm a Manchester United fan. And by the way, we are dealing with the biggest company, biggest dealership, Billy Peps Motors. Sinisawa. So whenever you see these two on the road, say hi. Just know Billy Peps is inside there. So let me take you for a tour very fast. Of course, parking sensors are all over, just to make sure your car is safe from these scratches. And remember, Subaru have the best. They have something called RAB, meaning reversed, I think it's reverse assist braking. When you are reversing, before you knock something, the car will brake itself. Or when you are reversing, then something is passing across, it will notify you from the screens, then it will brake itself. That is perfect from Subaru. So those are some of the things I considered as we continue, okay? So as you can see, this how the car looks. Of course, it came with this chromed up exhaust, just like that. I'm not the one who did that. All these chrome zilikuja nayo hivi. This car again comes with an automatic tail boot, which you can open using this button here, or still you can be able to open that tail boot using that button. It's as simple as that, and it gives room to a very big boot. So practicality, this is good. I know you're wondering, how did I service this car? I'm very careful with my personal car. I had to use genuine parts only because I watched Eric Okabi on AutoConnect, who told us he went and interviewed some people in Subaru Kenya, and I took my notes very clearly. The oil filter I've kept here, I bought it from Subaru themselves. The air cleaner is from Subaru themselves. And I did not buy the other Subaru oil. I was advised to buy the, I'm not advertising for Shell, by the way. This one, the 5W30 synthetic. I was told it is good for Subaru. So if you're outside there, you need to buy this. Put that in mind, okay? Now, down here, director, inside here, you can drop those seats by just pulling these buttons like that. If you want more space, you can drop them. The other one, the same. You can drop using that one. Just like that, then you have a big cargo space here, okay? Then, at the same time, the good thing about this car comes straight away. Most of the mid-size SUVs don't come with a spare wheel. But look what Subaru is giving you. full size, full size. Unaona spare wheel hii inakuja nayo full size. That is something good from Subaru. Not hiyo big, hii inakaa kama ile ya wheelbarrow, but at least is big, si tule tudogo. So that is something we consider, that those are some of the things that they have to check the boxes before you import. Okay, now from there let us close this tailgate. And by the way, you see how fast that tailgate has gone down, how fast it has gone down. Now compare how fast this thing goes and compare with other SUVs. Very fast. That is something from SK9 wali improve. SJ5 hazikuwa zinaenda haraka hivyo. This is something good, that look at that. Very fast. Haiendi kama Harrier. I don't have a problem with Harrier because at the end of the day I'm selling them, okay? Now let us come to the side profile of this car. This car is massive. If you compare, remember Subaru amekuwa na kuanzia SF, SH, SJ. Sasa hii tuko kwa SK, okay? Na by the way, si SK pia kuna SL zishaanza kutokea. So you realize from SJ they made a very big step. They made this car big. You can tell it is, the length ni ndefu kidogo. I don't know the exact ones, but if you Google online utapata length between SK9 na SJ5 ilikuwa ndefu. That means if it's this long, the legroom is also good, as I'm going to demonstrate to you. But before that, director, let us talk about the front, then I'll talk about those side mirrors, then we get into the interior. If you look at the front of this car, it looks aggressive, of course, typical of Subaru. The logo is here, and I insisted most of this SK9 they don't come with the front camera. This was something I insisted, and I'll show you how it works when we are inside there. Then on this side, it comes with this DRS, the daytime running lights. These ones are adaptive. When you take your steering on this, if you turn your steering, they will also turn. These are adaptive. So zinasoma njia. You turn, they also turn. Okay, very nice of that. They also come with headlamp washers here. Let me just demonstrate to them how the headlamp washers works. Very nice, you see. So that one comes handy, especially when you are going to those off-road roads and you want maybe there's mud on your headlamps. That is how they work. Though Wakenya nao ni nani, hizi nazo wanatuibia sana. So I'm still contemplating whether I leave it that way or I just rivet it. Matope ikikuja, I can obviously come and rub it out, okay? So we also have some DRLs here and some fog lights here. Very, very, very nice. By the way, I've realized some Subarus, they have this one, but they don't have this. So this is the premium package, and this one is special because it also comes with the STI body kits. I believe, director, you can show them there. It comes with the STI body kits. Hata this side pia, director onyeshe hapa. Imekuja na STI body kits from here up to here. Even on the handles, you can see imewekwa the STI body kits, which is something that really motivated me to get this car, okay? So basically that's how the car looks. It looks good. Now, when you come to the side profile, director, let us use the other side. This is where I wanted to explain to them something. But I'll also demonstrate when I'm inside. When you come to the side profile, you realize this side mirror, it comes with so many functions. Apart from having the turn signal, it also has the 360 degrees, which I'll demonstrate when I'm inside there. Then, director, I don't know how they'll see it, not unless we lock. Inside here, kuna blind spot assist, but hiyo nitaonyesha tukiwa ndani, I'll show you. So, still on the side profile, unaona iko na ka chrome finish, all round the car. It gives that aesthetic value. Gari na car, it looks very good, okay? Now, when you come to the alloy rims, they come standard. In nearly all these, they do come. Kuna zile zinakuja na 17s, but uzuri hizi zimekuja na 18s. Okay, the same size kama tu zile za Harrier, but if you plan to go off-road, unaweza amua badilisha hizi miguu, uweke zile za big threads, hivyo hivyo. So that is how it looks from the side profile. Gari inakaa hivyo from outside. Hapa juu kuna roof rails, and of course when we'll be inside, I'll show you how big the panoramic sunroof yake iko. Si kama za, najua Prado ni gari kubwa na iko na kitu kadogo tu hivi, but this one is big, as you see when we get out inside. So that is entirely how the car looks from outside. So director, pop in from the back here. Yeah, so first of all, director, even before I go to the front, acha tuweke hizi viti juu so that I can demonstrate to them why a car dealer chose this car. Remember, the seats are on their standard position. Look at that legroom. No wonder I told you this car is long. Look Look at that legroom. Inakaa poa kabisa, very nice. These seats, okay, kuna option ya leather, but I have my own reservations why I did not pick full leather, because I saw in several cars, I did my research, how leather venye huwa zina crack vibaya. That's why I excuse myself from that side. But I made sure these ones are also fully heated, front and back. So director, you can show them here. You can choose the intensity on how you want your seats to be heated. From here, unaweza weka ile nini hivyo, hivyo sasa. So unaona, you can heat your seats. Na ni both huku na huku, which is nice. And here you can still charge your post sababu kuko na USB connectors pale ziko sawa. Si sawa? Now, still on the seats, you see the seats are very much comfortable. Hapa pia kuna armrest which also serves as cup holders pale. Yani everything you need at the back of this car, it is there. I don't see any problem with it. Then the door materials, iko poa. Hapa juu kuna plastic, kuna leather, that's why you can see the stitches there. Yeah, then kuna some nice plastic pale imewekwa kama ni carbon, but I know it's plastic. Then kuna storage pale. Then the speakers, they are very nice. The sound system inside here, it is something very, very good. And by the way, unaona, even if this sunroof does not go up to this end, at least huyu mtu wa nyuma bado pia anaweza enjoy. Unlike ya Prado inakuanga hapa somewhere here, only here. So that's okay. Something I have not talked about is the AC vents. It's when this car has just come. So with the time nikisha settle kidogo, I'm going to pimp it, then later on I'll show you the modifications zenye tutakuwa tumefanya, ma screen huku nyuma and everything. It is just the beginning, okay? Sawa. So tuingie hapa mbele kidogo. Now, when you get inside this car, now you realize that this is what made me come and settled on this car. This car comes, I can say it's fully loaded inside here. From the steering wheel, you realize that it comes with cruise control. Not only cruise control, but adaptive cruise control. Okay, so the car can read what is ahead. It will brake itself and accelerate at its own time using this adaptive cruise control. Okay, then kuna ile yenye kwa Nissan wanaitanga autopilot. When I engage this thing, when I'm driving, do you know what happens? You can leave the steering wheel, this one, you can leave the steering wheel and still utaona gari yenyewe na control steering wheel hivi. So it's like it's driving itself. That is number one. If you want to go very fast, you can use the sport mode here. You can use the sport mode. Then intelligent ni ile tu kama una drive tu vizuri. You want to save fuel. Then down here, you can imagine the steering wheel is also heated. These buttons here, hizi zinatumika kuset the info pale. Then this one you can set your music from that side and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, this screen here, it displays a lot of things. You see, a lot of information is there. Yeah, it shows everything, the pressure pump, the climate, everything, when your adaptive cruise control, how you are using fuel. So this screen is very, very important. In case there's anything, this is what is going to inform you. And you can use these buttons on this steering wheel to set on it. This is the standard screen yenye imekuja nayo, which so far so good. It's serving me very well. I can't complain. Yeah, it is just simple. How the functionality on this car iko very simple. Okay, tukishuka hapa chini, this car comes with dual climate controls, as you can see. Yeah, then as you would expect, the seats are also heated. Okay, intensity 1, 2 up to 3. Okay, na si driver peke, even the passenger pia anaweza hit na control viti zake from that side. Down here we have 12 volt, alafu hapo kuna USB, so don't complain about charging, iko kwa wingi. The gear lever, just the normal gear lever there, which you can drive also on manual because of what? Director show them, because of the paddle shifters. Unaweza ipeleka manual, so you increase and lower from there. Then tukuje hapa, hii AVS, I know you know how it works. Kwa when you are on the what? In the streets, or maybe you are almost reaching the traffic lights. If you hold on this thing, you don't need to step on the brake. Gari itajihold yenyewe. Then it reduces that stress of you stepping on the accelerator all the time. You just hold it, itajishikilia, then after some time it goes. Then the parking brake is electronics. Unajua sasa hizi za electronic, they are more efficient than hizo za kuvuta hivi na huko, not unless if you are going drifting. Si sawa? Now let's talk about the camera that I showed you in front. If you press this, pang, now look at that. It shows you the front and it also shows you the limit that you cannot cross, that red. that red line. If you come back again and you press this, okay, this one is for the side, that tire there. You see when I turn there, the tire you can be able to see. I don't know if they can see. Ama to zoom to hapo. Unaona? You see? Hiyo ni ya side. So, seriously speaking, you cannot be able to knock something with such technology. There, director, you can zoom back. So, unaona? The cup holders ziko hapa. As you can see, cup holders ziko hapa. Then hapa ndani kuna storage na pia kuna 12 volts ambayo unaweza tumia pale. Hapo kale kanapiga piga kelele kale nika hiyo nini ya the camera there. I'll put the memory card later is when I've just received. So kuna hiyo storage na kuna storage ingine hapa ambapo pia tumeweka USB. Muziki yetu iko hapa. This car ni ile tumeitoa CFS2 jana. That's why we are reviewing it. The steering wheel we can also adjust from here basing on what you want. I also forgot to tell you that it comes with electric seats. Electric seats. Director, no, let me explain that then tutaonyesha baadaye. I was explaining about the blind spot assist. Director, I want you to focus on that thing there. You will see it blinking, eh? You see? So if somebody comes from that side, utaona hiyo kitu inakuona. It will blink to show you that somebody is coming from that side. Your blind spot assist. Very, very nice. So na ina blink on both sides, okay? Now, talking of that, we also have up here, we have the lane departure. In case ukitoka kwa njia, this car will warn you. We also have the pre-collision assist. Remember, it is Subaru that came with this idea of what? Eyesight. Then sahi, watu wengine wameanza kuingia sasa. So the eyesight feature in this is perfect. When you are driving this car, yani venye na kuwarn about the way it is reading its environment, it is on another level, which is just very, very good. Remember, maintaining this car, tujasikia this car comes with the FB25, so tujasikia ikiwa na a lot of issues kwa engine. So provided umeiwekea oil filter genuine, umewekea oil genuine na pia umeiwekea the air cleaner which is genuine, okay? The rear view mirror is digital and I can tell you for a fact it is clear. It is very clear as you can see. See ati ni chocha ama nini. It is just as perfect as that. Now, director, from there you can show them hapa sasa. Hapa ndio kuna vitu nyingi hapa. Hapa we have the traction control. Hapa kuna traction control, okay? We have the traction control. We have the auto start. Ukiwa kwa jam pia unaweza finya auto start. When you accelerate itatoka. Hii ni a blind spot assist. You can set how far you want your tail boot to open with this. Then kuna hii SRH off. Hii ni ile ya steering, inaitwa nini? Kuna steering something. I've forgotten that thing, steering something, but I saw it's also very efficient to use. I'll check, then tawekea kwa comment. Then kuna hii ni you can open the tail boot using this SRH. It's steering something. Ni kitu tu nimesahau kidogo, but it's steering something, okay? Then tukikuja hapa, you realize the seats are powered, so you can push the seats in front, you can push the seats back like that. Unaweza lower hii, unaweza erase that. So it's also very, very practical. And the memory, sasa kama yangu mimi sasa hii nimeset 1. If another person comes anaweza set 2. The moment you just press 1, it adjusts everything up to that position that you want. So director, you can come just outside then tumalizie hii video. So I think it's good. We've shown the car, we also tell you the price, okay? Now, comparing with other midsize SUVs, this car is a bit expensive. So if you are somebody, you are going to check on the pocket side, it will be very expensive because it's much expensive. The standard diesel is going for 2.9. This car is going for 4.3. The standard diesel is 2.9. CX5 outside, okay? You go to the petrol one, 3.3. You go to Harrier, they are starting from 3.65. You go to Outlander, is going for around 3.1. You go for which other midsize SUV? RAV4. Okay, now RAV4 is more expensive than this. RAV4 will start from 4.7 all the way to 5. But in case you get a RAV4 with that panoramic sunroof, it's even more and more expensive. So when you are coming to settle on this, at least the normal SK9 is going for around 3.7. Normal SK9. No nothing, no what, just basic 3.7. But if you want the highest trim, you also have to cough more. So guys, this is the car I've settled on. And I can advise you, if your budget can go up to that point, if you need a very good car that will serve you very well. We've done a lot of research, and I told you there are so many cars we could have considered before we settled on this. Fine, I have no problem. If you want just luxury car that can take you to town, home, go pick a Harrier. If you want a car that is very aggressive, also very powerful, you can pick a CX-5 2200cc, the diesel one. If you want the same car, mid-size SUV, but it's a 7-seater, yes, you can go and pick an Outlander. You can also go and pick a Mazda CX-8, you see, or you can also pick this other car, Toyota Rush. You see, we have so many cars in this category, but specifically basing on what we wanted to do with this car, that's why we settled on that. And for that reason, this car will be going a lot of road trips. We are going to do a road trip up to South Africa with this car. We are going everywhere because I have another channel called Travel with Billy Peps. It used to be the other channel that I used to post cars on. It's what naita Billy Peps Motors. So that channel, we are changing it to Travel with Billy Peps. So any road trip that we'll be making, for those people who like road trips, utaenda kwa hiyo channel ya Travel with Billy Peps, you will see this car go all the areas in Africa, because after all, squeezy visas Africa ni rahisi. Moving from country to country is very easy. That's why we settled on this for that purpose. So guys, if you're outside there and you are considering buying a mid-size SUV, you are not wrong if you are going to choose this car. As I've always said, guys, we are the best as far as car prices are concerned. If you're outside there, you need any type of car, give me a call and I'll make sure I deliver. You can also go to my director's channel. He also posts very crazy prices there. Channel yake inaitwa Muric Car Sales. MURIC Car Sales. Ukienda pale, you'll also see some of the best offers. You can also follow him on Facebook, follow him on TikTok, the same name, Muric Car Sales. Till the next one, guys, all I can say is Bella, ciao.